Hi everyone. Next important pupillary reflex is accommodation reflex. What is accommodation? Accommodation is the adjustment of eye to see either the near object or far object very clearly. Okay, that is, we can see things or object irrespective of their distance, right? Whether it is near object or far object, we can focus. Okay, that is, for example, first I am focusing on to an object which is placed very much near to my retina. Okay, near object. In the next second, I am focusing on to a far object. Okay, so when I am changing my focus from the near object to the far object, my eye is having certain structural change. My eye is having certain adjustment to accommodate the next focus. Okay, so this was my first focus. When I'm changing this focus to an object which is far from my retina, my eye is trying to accommodate it. That means my eye is adjusting to accommodate the focus from the distant object. Okay, the accommodation will be depending upon the light rays from the distant object. Okay, and similarly, I am focusing on the far object, right? If I need to focus on the near object, again my eye have to adjust to accommodate the light from the near object. Okay, that is, the light rays from a near object or far object may not have similar refraction. Okay, what do you mean by refraction? Refraction is the bending property of light. Okay, in physics you might have studied that refraction is the property of light, bending of light, when light rays comes from a rarer medium to denser medium. Okay, rarer medium means the medium through which light can easily pass. For example, air. Air is a rarer medium. And denser medium means the light is having little difficulty. It is not that easy to pass through it. Okay, for example, glass. In this case, we are going to see lens as a denser medium and air as a rarer medium. Okay, so our lens is convex lens. Okay, so human eye lens is convex lens. So whenever the light ray strikes on the lens, what happens? It refracts, right? Normally it refracts. Okay, that is, the angle will decrease. Okay, it bends, and this property is known as the refraction. So just now I have said that the light rays from a near object or a far object may not have same refraction. Okay, the far object is having less refraction and near object will be highly refracted. Whatever may be the refraction, the ultimate aim is to focus that light in the retina. Okay, in the retina only these light rays have to be focused, then only the image formation will occur. Then only we can see things. Okay, if the light ray is ending before or after the retina, this is retina, okay. If the light ray is ending here, or if the light ray is ending beyond the retina, the image formation does not occur. Okay, there are certain eye disorders in which we can see the light rays are abnormally focused. Okay, it won't be in the retina, it will be in the vitreous humor, or it will be just behind the retina. Okay, so in a normal case, in a normal eye, this focusing of light rays should be on the retina. Okay, and the place in the retina, the spot in the retina where the image formation is having maximum resolution, maximum clarity image formation is formed in which part of retina? It is known as fovea centralis. Fovea centralis. Okay, so we know that the retina ranges from Suppose this is the cornea This is the sclera. Okay. This is the sclera. And behind the portion, posteriorly, you can see the retinal portion. Okay, retinal portion starts from here. That is little beyond the center of the lens. Okay, that is center of the eye. Okay, from here to here. Retina will range from here to here. That is, most of the posterior part of the eyeball is covered with the neural layer of retina. Okay, so in retina itself, there is a specialized spot, okay, which is almost situated in the center. In the center of the retina, there is a specialized spot known as the fovea centralis or yellow spot. Okay, if the light rays, this is lens, if the light rays is focusing on to this particular point, that image formation will be having high resolution. Okay, image formation, also this light rays can focus on any other points of the retina, but maximum resolution will be when the light rays is focusing on the fovea centralis. Okay, now we are going to see, I already said that the light rays is having different refraction. Okay, for a near object there is one refraction, that is high refraction. For a far object there is low refraction. Now we are going to see how the light rays from a shorter, that is near object, differs from a far object. Okay. Suppose this is the cornea, this is the sclera, okay, and here you can see the iris and you can see the ciliary body. Continuation of ciliary body will be the choroid. Here also you can see the ciliary body. From the ciliary body, suspensory ligaments will be arising, and between that the lens will be seen. Okay, suppose the eye is focusing on to a far object. Okay, a far object is placed here. So, how would be the nature of light rays coming from a far object? It will be parallel. Okay, if we are focusing on to a far object, the light rays that is coming from the far object will be parallel. Okay, like this. Okay, so when these parallel light rays crosses the lens, the ultimate aim is these light rays have to be focused in the fovea centralis. Okay, then only we can see that particular thing very clearly. In this case, you cannot see more refraction. The light rays does not have to bend more. Okay, a little refraction means what? The bending, right? Refraction is less, that means if the bending is less, the refraction is less. If the bending is more, we can say that the refraction is more. Okay, for a far object, for the light rays coming from the far object, does not have to bend more to reach here. Okay, to reach the fovea centralis, these light rays does not have to bend more, so it is less refraction. Okay, so it won't be refracting so much, it will be having a less refraction like this. Okay, so the angle of refraction is very less. Okay, so in here you can see the angle of refraction of these light rays is very less. That is, far objects, the light rays from far objects will have a less refraction when it strikes the lens. Okay, this is the first case. Next we are going to see about the light rays coming from near objects. Okay, what would be the characteristics of light rays coming from near object? It won't be parallel. Okay, since it is not parallel, the refraction should be very high to focus onto the fovea centralis. There is only one aim, whatever may be the refraction, there is only one aim. All the light rays have to be focused onto the fovea centralis, then only that particular object can be clearly seen with maximum resolution and clarity. Okay, so now we are moving on to the next case. This is the first case, light rays from far objects. Next we are going to see about the light rays coming from the near objects. Okay, so this is one, this is cornea and this is sclera, and the back portion is the retina. Okay, here you can see the diaphragm, ciliary body which continues as choroid. From the ciliary body we can see the suspensory ligaments holding the lens in position. But in this case, what would be the structure of lens? Lens would be more convex. Okay, that we will, I'll come to that. Okay, this will be looking more bulged. Okay, the lens would be looking more bulged. You can see a difference between this lens and this lens here. This lens is elongated. This lens is bulged. Why? Why? Because this is a near object. Okay, from the near object, the light rays won't be parallel. Okay, the light rays will be focusing here. It will strike on the lens first, and the refraction have to be maximum. Okay, that is, if you are taking this, the tendency of this light ray is like this. It will converge, it will diverge. Okay, normally these light rays will be diverging, so these light ray won't be centered or won't be strike on the fovea centralis. Okay, so to prevent that, these diverging light ray have to be refracted. Okay, like this, it have to be refracted. So you can see this refraction, the angle of refraction is very high. Okay, that is, for example, the light ray is coming. Okay, the light ray is coming and it strikes on the convex lens. When it strikes on the convex lens, normally these light rays will be moving this side, right? Normally it will be moving this side. Okay, but our ultimate aim is to focus this light rays into the retina. Okay, so these light rays have to be refracted maximum. Okay, these light rays have to be refracted maximum. And how these light rays are refracted? By a modification in the lens. Okay, that is, in this case you have seen an elongated lens. Elongated lens, that means the convexity is decreased. Okay, when the lens is having less convexity, it makes less refraction. But in this case, in order to focus this light, this divergent light very clearly into the retina, it has to be focused. Okay, in such a case, more refraction is needed. The light ray have to be refracted more. So for making this light rays refracted more, what is the structural modification of lens here? Lens will be increasing its convexity. Convexity means just the bulging. Okay, so the lens will be fat. So this is the first scenario. In this scenario, you can see the lens would be like this. Lens would be more fat. That is, if the fat lens makes the light more refracted. More refracted. Okay, then this point, this light rays is correctly, it is focused on the retina. Okay, so in this case you have seen an adjustment of the eye, right? What is the adjustment here? It increased or decreased the convexity of lens. Okay, so whenever we are seeing a far object, the light from the far object is only have to be refracted very less. Okay, since these are parallel light rays, these are only need to have a less refraction, does not have to bend more to focus on the fovea centralis. Okay, it has to refract to a little extent so that you can see the lens like an elongated. Okay, the lens you can see as an it will be little elongated to make this light ray less refracted. But in this case you can see this is not parallel. Okay, in while focusing on a near object, this is the case of near object. Okay, while focusing on a near object, what is the characteristics of light rays coming from the near object? It is not parallel. First of all, these are parallel. Okay, but these light rays are not parallel. So since they are not parallel, they have to be refracted very much. Okay, refracted more. For making this refraction, then only if the refraction is more, then only the light rays can properly hit on the fovea centralis of the retina. Okay, and for making this refraction higher, making this refraction too much, the lens is becoming more convex. More convex means it won't be elongated. Okay, it will be short and fat. Okay, like this, it will be short and fat. This is to facilitate, this fat lens is to facilitate which to make more refraction of this non-parallel light rays to strike them correctly on the retina. Okay, so this is one adjustment of eye. So this is a reflex. Okay, this is produced as a result of a reflex. What is a reflex? Reflex is the sudden change or sudden effect to some stimulus. Okay, what is the stimulus here? Of course it is the light stimulus. Okay, light from different object, light from a far object. Here the stimulus is light from near object. If the light from a far object strikes on the lens, means the lens will be elongated. The elongation of lens, that is the effect here. So this is one accommodation reflex. Okay, and the light from the near object is focused on to the lens. While these light struck on the lens will be getting shortening. Okay, that is also one change, one effect, which is in response to that light stimulus coming from the near object. Okay, so this is also an accommodation reflex. So what is an accommodation reflex? The changes that happens in your eye. Here we have seen the changes in the lens. Okay, to accommodate focus of both near object and far objects. This is very much applicable in humans. Okay, the lungs can be elongated. The lens is first of all, it is an elastic membrane. Okay, it is that is the lens elongation and shortening. It is made possible by the ciliary body. Okay, first of all I have to say that the lens is held in position by suspensory ligaments, right? This suspensory ligaments arises from the ciliary body. Okay, whenever the ciliary body contracts, what happens? This lens will be shrunk. Okay, this lens will be shrunk or shortened. When the ciliary body is relaxing, the lens will be attaining its normal, that is elongated shape. Okay, so this is how the lens are adjusted depending upon the light rays coming, whether it is from short, that is near object, or from far objects. Okay, this is one modification in the lens, and this we can see in humans. But there are certain other changes in the eyeball you can see, not in humans but in some animals. Okay, when the retina, when some animals is capable of moving their retina, also they can focus. Okay, so this is the point of, that is fovea centralis of the retina. And suppose this is the eye. Okay, this is one eye. This is not in the case of human. Okay, this is the case of some animals like mollusk. Okay, snails. Okay, such animals, what is happening? The light ray may be ending here. Okay, not in the retina, but they have the ability to adjust this retina. Okay, they will make the retina come to exactly at the point where the light ends. Okay, so then now the ending point of light is at the retina, and then retina, or at the maximum, that is yellow spot. Okay, retina, or the yellow spot of the retina, so they can see that object very clearly. Okay, so some animals have the property to move their retina to the point where the light ends. Okay, so the retina can be changed. Sometimes this light will be ending here. So what happens? The retina will be moved to this point. Okay, so this is, we cannot move the retina. Okay, this property you can see in animals. Okay, so these are some of the changes for the accommodation of focus between the near or far objects. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Thank you.